France is creating an alliance of countries ready to send troops to Ukraine. On February the 26th, 2024, following the results of the Paris conference in support of Ukraine, French President Emmanuel Macron said that it was possible that in the event of a further escalation of hostilities, allied troops would have to be sent to Ukraine. He later added that such words were carefully weighed and thought through. On March the 5th, during a visit to the Czech Republic, Macron called on Europeans not to be cowards.
It was important to do this, to start talking about sending Western troops to Ukraine, because we all need to realize that this war affects us. We never want to see things as they are, but we should understand all this very clearly. Can we turn away and assume that everything will continue to go as usual? I don't think so. So this is the strategic breakthrough that I have been calling for and that I fully embrace.
In Berlin and London, as in many other European capitals, they said they were not ready to send their troops to Ukraine yet. A similar statement was made in Warsaw. Berlin does not intend to send its troops to the territory of Ukraine. There is no need to speculate about whether there will be circumstances that will change this position, said Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk. But already on March the 8th, 2024, the position of the Polish leadership changed.
In Korea, in the 1950s, there was a coalition of UN countries that was fighting to stop the aggression. This is not something unacceptable. I therefore appreciate the French initiative that has come in recent days. There is a good intention behind it. The intention is that the Russian president should be wondering what our next move is. The Russian president cannot be certain that we will not do anything creative and will be able to plan his scenarios out freely. This capacity for asymmetric escalation should also be on our side.
Macron, in principle, acts as such an icebreaker, I would say. A political icebreaker who seems to be breaking the way forward, so far in words. I think that France itself is not yet ready to send its troops to Ukraine, but that is okay, because the discussion has begun. We need to maintain unity here and achieve joint decisions.
Macron was also supported by the leaders of the Baltic countries. Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia, which themselves fear a Russian invasion, turned out to be the most open to the idea voiced by the French president. Thanks to the discussion about the possibility of sending Western troops to Ukraine, many European countries will understand that helping Kiev is not charity, but saving the lives of their own citizens, said the head of the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry.
But the discussion provoked by this message from Paris will save Europe a lot of time in realizing that more needs to be done, not only for Ukraine but also for Europe. This message from Macron is what everyone knows but is afraid to say. He is simply the first to start talking openly about what I think every reasonable person in Europe needs to understand. If Russia is not stopped in Ukraine, there will be war in Europe. Dmytro Kuleba, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, in an interview with Lithuanian Elta agency, quoted by Delphi.
Since the start of Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine, Paris has shown itself to be a reliable ally of the state. As of the end of 2023, France sent Kiev more than 1 million rounds of small arms ammunition, almost 300 armored vehicles, 160 drones, 50 artillery installations, 9 air defense systems, as well as Krotal, Aster and Scalp missiles. According to the French Ministry of Defense, military equipment for Ukraine cost the country more than €2.5 billion. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Valeria Nekipelova, UATV News.